Yeah, this officially is some of the windiest conditions I've ever ridden in. If this was a crosswind, I don't know. I'm not sure how safe it would be. All right, let's try this again. Now that I just ran back to the house and got my wireless transmitter. You'll hear me a lot better this way. Duff here. Happy Sunday. It's a very pretty day here in Southwest Florida. The last couple days we've been treated to slightly lower temperatures, but really the big difference is humidity levels have been down. And it's amazing how much better everything is with lower humidity. I mean, it's, the top temperature each day is only like maybe 4 or 5 degrees less, but the humidity, man, it makes it so much more pleasant to be outdoors. Cindy and I are both enjoying it very much. So in my tribute to Rama, I'm riding my KingSong 18L, which is almost an XL because I have the bigger battery pack on it, or in it. And of course I have the XL foot pedals as well. So it's like 3/4 of the way to an 18XL, I would say. So yeah, we are going for another cruise. We are going to Dunkin' Donuts, but there's a twist. I'm using the EUC as a vehicle to run errands. As you can see, I have a backpack on my back. And you may ask, well, why is that? Since I got the Nikola Plus and then the 16X to demo for a couple weeks, I haven't ridden the 18XL in, I bet a couple months. It's been a while. And I really kind of forgot just how smooth the 18XL is. I mean, it's like butter. Everything is smooth. It accelerates smooth, it handles smooth, it rides smoothly. It really is a great wheel. Like, I'm doing 27 miles an hour right now, and it feels great. So anyways, yeah, I got the backpack on my back. What I'm doing is I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts, get my coffee. And in the backpack, I have my two most recent EUC stand orders. I'm going to drop them off at the post office that's right down here. So if you just placed your order yesterday, I guess those orders came in. I have your orders in my backpack. One's going to California. I think the other guy, is it Georgia? I don't know. I should have made a note of exactly whose stands they are. I could probably look it up on my phone. So anyways, yeah, I'm dropping off the stands. And then on the way back, I'm going to stop at our Publix and I'm going to buy a watermelon for the chickens. And we're going to throw that in the backpack as well. So all kinds of excitement on tap. It's been so long since I rode the 18XL that I had to put air in the tire. It was only like 18 PSI or something like that. I pumped it up to 30, 31. Feels really good at that pressure. I mean, I don't know that I've ridden the 18XL this fast for a prolonged period of time. I'm still doing 27. This pressure feels just about perfect for this speed. I got no wobble. I have good. I still have good enough softness in the tire that it's absorbing bumps. I would say 30, 31 PSI is really good on the 18XL for someone that weighs 185, 90 pounds. And can someone remind me when I get to Dunkin' Donuts that I should send Cindy a text to let her know that I got there okay? Someone just call me up and remind me, because if I don't, she's gonna call me. I keep forgetting to do that. So I was chatting to Marty a little bit this week, talking about the Nikola and the 16X and how it felt to me like the 16X handled better to me. It felt a little bit more agile, low speeds, felt like I had more control. And one thing that came up during that conversation that I guess I really should think about doing is on my Nikola, I still have not installed the leg pads. I just have a bare shell on the side. So I have a feeling that that might be actually affecting the way that the wheel feels to me. You know, not having any pads down there, especially when you're going slow and you're leaning the wheel back and forth hard, pads definitely do come into effect there and affects the way that the wheel feels. So I think I need to go around to putting the pads on my Nikola, and I think it might enhance my overall riding experience and impression of the wheel. You might remember, if you watched last week's video, how I said that you know, I was talking about how to get the time to ride my PEVs more, and I said how Marty had the great plan, the perfect plan for that, and that's retirement. He was supposed to be retiring at the end of the year, and again on our conversation he mentioned that his retirement is now moved up much sooner. So yeah, by the time you watch the video, Marty might be retired already, who knows. But good for him. If I said I wasn't jealous, I would be lying a lot. So yesterday I had my annual frustrating call to DirecTV. I don't remember if I've ever talked about this on video before or not. I get the NFL Sunday ticket so I can watch Eagles games, but I have a weird situation. The only thing I use my dish for is the Sunday ticket. I don't have regular programming. And this is not something that you can call up DirecTV and ask for normally. It's something they've allowed me to do for about 15 years. I've been a customer for like 20 years. But they've allowed me to just call up, activate the Sunday ticket, and then once the season's over, I put my service on suspension for 6 months, and then I rinse and repeat the following year. But what happens every year is, because it's a non-standard configuration, because like I said, normally if you don't have a normal programming package with DirecTV, you can't add the Sunday ticket. Because it's a non-standard configuration, I have to call them up and usually go through 2 or 3 different people until I find someone that can actually make it work. The normal person that answers the phone will not be able to add the Sunday ticket to my account. And it's very frustrating. And over the years, on average, I spend at least an hour on the phone getting this reactivated every year. And each time I do, I say to whoever it is that actually gets the service working again, I say, hey, can you do me a big favor? And in my customer notes, can you say exactly what you did to get it to work, so I don't have to spend an hour plus on the phone next year? Oh yeah, we'll do it. Every year they say they'll do it. Every year I call up and say, hey, look at my customer notes. It says what they did the year before. And every year, it's, I guess, whatever's put in there is not sufficient to inform people what they need to do. So again, I spent an hour on the phone yesterday. But there was something interesting that came out of it that might save me having to go through all this hassle next year. So in order for me to just get the Sunday ticket, they make me buy the Sunday Ticket Max, which is the more expensive of the 2 packages. You can get the Sunday Ticket Max allows you to stream it like on a device. Has some other features like red zone, other stuff. I don't really need it, but they make me buy that just because, I don't know, they want to make more money off me. So anyways, while I was going through this shit with a guy on the phone yesterday, he kept trying to get my satellite receiver to work. It would not show the programming. He said, oh, well, you know, another option for you, you know, while we work on this satellite problem, is you can also stream it. And it works on a number of different devices, a Roku, Fire Stick, a couple others. I said, oh, really? No shit. Because I have an Amazon Echo TV, that little cube. And he says, yeah, if you have one of those devices, you just download the NFL Sunday Ticket app, put your credentials in, and you're good to go. You can just watch it that way. You don't even need a satellite receiver. I'm like, no shit. So while I was waiting, while he was messing around with the satellite stuff, I downloaded the app, I put my credentials in, and bang, it worked, no problem. Got my games on my big screen TV. That's all I really care about. I don't care if I see it via the actual satellite signal or streaming. Quality-wise, I think they're pretty close enough for me. So yeah, I think in the future I can just say, okay, add the Sunday Ticket Max to my account. I don't care if it even works on my satellite, I'm just gonna stream it. So yeah, that's great. Yeah, I swear, if you add up the amount of hours I've spent on the phone over the years with DirecTV trying to get that service reactivated, I bet it adds up to 24 hours of time on the phone. No shit. It's been so frustrating at times. But hopefully this will be the last year of frustration. It can be easy from here on out. And it's not cheap. I mean, I pay, I think it's $65 a month for 6 months, 6 payments of $65 a month, just for the Sunday ticket. It's kind of crazy. And what's really frustrating is I only get it for Eagles games. So any game that's nationally broadcast is not on the Sunday ticket. So like last week when they played on Sunday night, that's not on the Sunday ticket, it's on network TV. So I think there's at least 4 or 5 games that are nationally televised this year in the Eagles schedule. So I'm really paying that much money to watch like 12 games, 11 games, something like that. So yeah. But I get to test it out today. 1 o'clock, Eagles play the Detroit Lions. We'll see how they bounce back from their disappointing loss to the Atlanta Falcons. And even though it was disappointing that they lost, it was more concerning the amount of injuries that they had, losing Deshaun Jackson and Alshon Jeffries. And to be honest with you, I haven't had a chance to check and see what the status is of their health right now, but that's what killed the Eagles last year, was injuries. So I'm hoping that we can avoid repeating that scenario again this year. Just had another GoPro lockup. It's not really lockup. What happens is, like, I have the mode set up on the GoPro where you hit the button on the top, it turns the GoPro on, starts to film, and then when you hit the button a second time, it stops filming, turns the GoPro off. I have that mode enabled. I think it's called like One Touch or something like that. And it seems like what happens is after a certain period of time, it won't turn back on from using that mode after you use it 10, 15 times. And then you have to use the power button and just have the thing on all the time and then just stop and start the shots. I don't know why it is. I've done it for a long time. It's frustrating. It annoys me. And the reason I do that is to conserve battery on the GoPro, but I think we're just going to be leaving it on the rest of the time. All right, so we're about a mile from Dunkin' Donuts. I'll probably actually drop the packages off first and then go get the coffee. I think logistically that will work out better. Man, it's nice out today. I mean, I am sweating lightly, but I'm not sweating profusely. So there's a difference. They really need to trim back the trees on this path. It's getting out of control. Out of control. 18XLs feels, this tire pressure, it feels great, man. Now I'm questioning my ruling that I had last week where I said, yeah, in a 3-way competition between a Nikola 16X and an 18XL, that the 18XL is in 3rd place. I don't know. I don't know about that. Feels pretty damn good right now. All right, we're gonna just park right here. Getting this backpack off is not fun. All right, Scott and Brian, your packages are getting delivered now. No one stole it. Good. All right, yeah, even though it's Sunday, these packages won't actually go out until tomorrow, I guess, but at least they're at the post office. All right, here we are at the Big D. Battery level is showing 83%. Not bad. For 11-mile ride. Oh, I wasn't quick enough. Cindy called me anyways. I was in line ordering my coffee, and she called anyways. She's concerned because it's windy out. She said she could pick me up if it's too windy. Obviously, I laughed. It's fine. All right, so now phase 2 is riding back and just stopping at Publix quickly to get a melon. Chickens love watermelon, man. I usually will cut it up into halves or thirds, and they just go to town on it. And it's actually good for them too. It has antioxidants, helps hydrate them. So it's a win-win. I spent a lot of money on food for the chickens. So last night, Cindy and I went to go see Ad Astra, the new Brad Pitt space movie. I'm a geek and I'm all about space and all that kind of stuff. Love NASA. And I'm a Brad Pitt fan as well, so it was a win-win. The movie was good. Yeah, it was very interesting. I'm not going to give away any plot aspects, but if you're into sci-fi, I think you'll find I think you'll find the movie entertaining. And I thought Brad did a good job. And of course, the special effects are amazing. But you can say that about every movie nowadays. And there was a little bit of a decision to be made, because not only did Ad Astra come out this week, but also the new Rambo movie came out this week. And I'm a huge Stallone and Rambo and Rocky, and I love most of Stallone's movies as well. So we had to decide which one we wanted to see first. So yep, Ad Astra this week, and we'll see Rambo next week. Looking forward to it. A lot more wind. Whoa, a lot more wind this direction. So that's probably why I got such good mileage. The battery level actually kept going up. It leveled out at 85% when I was stopped at Dunkin' Donuts. So 15% battery to go 10 miles is really good, or 11 miles. But I think I'm going to be using a lot more than that on the way back, because I'm going to be going right into this pretty substantial headwind. Yeah, this is pretty crazy headwind here. Wow. I can't even hear anything. Hopefully you can hear me, because I can't hear myself. This is probably like, I don't know, 20 miles an hour sustained, something like that. Still rolling 21 miles an hour. It's so much wind that I jumped on the sidewalk. It's really bad. I mean, nothing I can't handle, and it's hitting me directly in my face, so it's not like it's pushing me side to side, but it is pretty damn gusty. You may have noticed that I'm wearing different sneakers than I normally do to ride. Normally I wear my Chuck Taylors or my Vans skateboard sneakers. These are actually my sneakers that I wear to the gym every day. You know, so they have, they're like cross trainers, I guess. So far, it's felt fine. I don't really even have significant foot tingling yet, so yeah, these are surprisingly pretty comfortable, at least on the 18XL. So if I would have tried to do what I did last week with the pint, riding from Dunkin' Donuts to home, With this headwind, I would have been screwed with a capital S. Yeah, this would have killed me. Now, geez, oh man, woo. If I had this wind behind me, I could probably go 15 miles. But man, this is something else. It's like riding in a tropical storm. All right, back out in the bike lane. Sidewalk's all right, but can't go as quick on the sidewalk for sure. And all kinds of shit in the bike lane again. It's a big strap. Saw a caster wheel, some pieces of rubber. Look at it. I don't know. You can see all this shit as we go by it here. Looks like someone has some sort of major blowout. And if you can hear me in this, you can hear me in a freaking hurricane. Yeah, this officially is some of the windiest conditions I've ever ridden in. If this was a crosswind, I don't know. I'm not sure how safe it would be. With it being in my face, it just, obviously it affects the speed and the wheels running warmer. Got up as high as 57 degrees C. It was only, I think when I got to Dunkin' Donuts, it was at 50 degrees. So the wheel is definitely working harder, even though I am riding slower. So tough conditions. All right, here we are at my neighborhood Publix. So I need to put the wheel in my shopping cart. All right, there you go. It looks totally normal, right? Totally normal. Let's go get a melon. Walking on your phone. Excuse me. Walking on your phone as you walk down the middle of the aisle really slow. Very slim selection of watermelon. How you doing? Oops, sorry. Melon has been obtained. So I got like 2.5 miles to home, something like that. Not bad. All right, gonna pack up, see if I can jam this big thing in my backpack and get rolling. All right, success. I had the big chunk of watermelon securely stowed away in my backpack. Now for the short but very windy remainder of the ride. Here we go. One quick note, I did glance at wheel log when I stopped there at Publix. It said that I actually touched 29 miles an hour, surely on the way there, but wow. I'm not sure if I ever did 29 before on my 18L. And also, I just checked my firmware. The firmware that Rama was talking about last week was 1.13, I guess. Added the additional throttling to his 18XL. My 18L is running 1.11. So I guess I won't be upgrading it anytime soon because it feels pretty damn perfect just the way it is. So at this point of the ride, the road hooks to the left. So now the wind is hitting me at an angle, not a side angle, but kind of a, I don't know, like a 45-degree angle. So actually I am getting more side push, but I'm not getting as much direct headwind, so I'm able to go a little bit faster. No more yellow or no more orange cones. They're finally done doing whatever the hell they were doing in this area. The traffic pattern is back to normal. All right, turning into home stretch. We have returned. I'm sure Cindy will be relieved. Oh wow, there's 2 packages at the door. I have to say, I do love that Amazon delivers on Sundays. Let me go get my packages. All right, let's take a look at what wheel log is telling me. 51% battery remaining. So as expected, used a lot more battery on the way back into that fierce headwind. Top speed 29 miles an hour, average pace 22.5. Again, that's pretty good considering those conditions. And the distance, so the distance actually, well, I think Marty told me that wheel log is actually a little over generous on distance. The wheel log says 27.17 miles. But yeah, that's not bad at all. Wait, are we connected or not? All right, well, I can't get wheel log to reconnect right now, but that's fine. And we also learned that I have the 1.11 firmware and that I won't be upgrading it anytime soon. Thanks to Rama, let me know knowing what the deal was. So my back's a little sore from wearing the backpack. That's not too bad. If you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're going to subscribe, you might as well hit the notify bell over there so you're notified of all future videos. There might be another video today regarding 3D printing. I don't know. It's funny, like I'm doing a 3D printing repair modification, and I'm finding a hard time getting motivated to shoot video. I don't know. Just, you know, what I do seems like enough, and but I should, because it actually could be helpful to some people, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below. If you're an 18L or XL owner, this reaffirmed for me why a wheel is as good as it is. And that's all I have for you for now. Go Eagles. Oh, and thank you for helping me cross 7,000 subscribers. Cross 7,000 subscribers earlier this week. Thank you. Duff me now. Hello. Hello, baby. Hello. What's yours? He's like, oh.